Hey, it's Jeffrey Pepper Rogers back with Guitar Sessions, and here to share with you an arrangement of Little Drummer Boy, great song by Catherine Kennicott Davis that I've loved to play for a long time, and I found a way to do it that both sounds great and is super easy to play. And so what I'm going to do in this lesson is show you how the arrangement goes, actually two ways. First, using an alternate tuning, double drop D tuning, as I've got myself set up here right now. And then secondly, in standard tuning, using a partial capo, where you can actually play almost exactly the same part and get a very similar effect, but still in standard tuning. So what I'm going to do here is first I am going to run through the basics of the arrangement in double drop D. I'll play through the whole pattern for you. I'll do the full song. So the charts and the tab for that are up on Patreon. And then I am going to show you how it all works with the partial capo. So let's get started. First thing, my tuning, double drop D, as I said. So my open strings are tuned, just my first and sixth strings are tuned down to D. So D, A, D, G, B, D. And then I've got a capo here at the second fret because I want to do this song in E. So my double drop D tuning is just raised a step, so it's sounding in E. So this song has only 3 chords. And I'm going to be referring to them here in relation to the capo. So I'm going to be talking about using a D shape, but it's really sounding in E. So first of all, for a D chord, this is kind of the basic shape. It's like a regular D shape that you would use, except I can play all the low strings, and also I can leave the first string open. It's actually a D5 chord because there's no third in there. So that would be the full shape, but a lot of times I'm just reducing that and using only the bottom string, so only fretting the third string here, or sometimes fretting nothing at all and just using the open strings on the bottom. So there's that D. You can also use this note on the 4th string, 4th fret above the capo to make it a D major. So I'm going to be using that note on the 4th string quite a bit in the melody. Now for G, to get the bass note of a G, I got to go up to 5 frets above the capo. That's the only thing I'm going to actually fret. I am muting the 5th string, leaning this finger a little bit against it. All the other strings I can play open. That gives me a G major chord. But again, in this arrangement, I'm mostly playing the bottom strings, so a lot of times I'm only using the bottom 3 or 4 strings in this song. So there's my G, 1 finger. And for an A, a regular A, just like in standard tuning, I'm playing it here with a bar with my index finger. So if I play the middle 4 strings, 5, 4, 3, 2, that's just a regular A major. But this is something that I really like about it in this tuning. If I include that open first string, I get that A add 4. I got this nice thing with the 3rd and the 4th on top right next to each other. So that's an effect I'll be using in this arrangement. So again, D, G, A. That's it, chord-wise. So the thing about this tuning is it makes it super easy to play the melody and have bass notes, chord tones ringing below it. So you can play the entire melody on the 4th and 3rd strings. So let me show you what I mean by that. I'm just going to kind of isolate the melody because in this arrangement I'm going to be playing the melody along with my voice, and also you can do the same to create a little instrumental version of this song. The melody will start on this note, 4th string open. That's just 0, 2, 4, going up the 4th string, and then that's the open 3rd string, 4th string, 4th fret. So there's the first line of the melody. Same thing again. And then our next melody line, da 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 da, is going to start on this note, 2nd fret of the 4th string. Second fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, up there. And you'll notice that this note at the 5th fret, which I'm fretting, I could play the open string, but I like to keep my finger there in that bar. Works out better for me. So you do have the option, certainly, of playing that open string, but I like it better without it. So, da, 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 da. And then we got the pa-dum-pa-pum-pum. So I'm playing a little hammer-on the 3rd string. Same again. Da, 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 da. And then we got the pa-dum-pa-pum-pum. And for that, I'm going to go. Ba-dum-pa-pum-pum. Next line. Da-da-da-da. Next line starts one note lower. Da-da-da-da. Play that little stretch all together. Back to the beginning. I'm just ending it with the me and my drum. So what's really going on in this arrangement is I am playing that melody while just adding in bass notes, other chord tones that kind of ring against it. And a lot of the times what I'm doing is just playing pieces of the chord, but I'm making the melody note the highest note of what I'm playing. And that's a really fundamental technique for chord melody style, where you just make the melody note the highest note you're playing so that it really stands out. You know, something higher than it that's masking the melody. So, and by the way, I am playing this with a pick, but all this, what I'm doing, would be easily adaptable to fingerstyle. So what I'm going to do now is just play through an instrumental version of the verse slowly before I run through the whole thing with the vocal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there it is instrumentally, and now let me play it with the vocals. And I'm going to do an instrumental break in the middle as well. Come, they told me, a newborn king to see, our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king, so to honor him, when we come, little baby, I am a poor boy too, I have no gift to bring, that's fit to give the king, shall I pray for you, on my drum? Mary nodded, ox and lamb kept time, I played my drum for him, I played my best for him, then he smiled at me, me and my drum, me and my drum, me and my drum. All right, so I'm actually back in standard tuning now, taking my full capo off, and instead I've got this partial capo, a 3-string capo. This one's made by Shub. It's called a C7B. It is designed to hold down 3 strings. You could put it around either side of the neck. What I'm going to do for this song is the main way that people use these ones, these kinds of capos. So I'm putting it at the 2nd fret, covering strings 3, 4, and 5. Now I got some other videos out that show about using the partial capo like this, but what I get when I put the capo on like that is open string pitches of E, B, E, A, B, E. Strings 1, 2, and 6 are uncapoed. The others are capoed at the 2nd fret. So those open string pitches are actually the same as dad-gad tuning up a step. And but of course I'm not in dad-gad tuning, I am in standard tuning. But the bottom line is that I can play something very similar to what I just did in double drop D tuning, which is almost dad-gad tuning. For D, now I can use just a 1-finger D. Just fretting the 3rd string. I got this unison on strings 2 and 3. And there's my D. I can still add this note in like I did before. So there's my D. Now for G, if I were to play this kind of a G chord, fretting the top 2 strings, it's just a regular G, there's nothing different about it. I could play it like that because I am in standard tuning. I'm fretting all the strings that are not being held down by the capo. But I could also leave the 1st string open and just play it like this. Or I could leave all 4 of the top strings open. And I get this very nice sounding G add 9 chord because of that different interval that's happening on the 2nd string, which is uncapoed. So that's a very nice sounding voicing. So there's my G. So it's a little easier in a way than double drop D, where I have to go up to the 5th fret to get the bass note on a G. So there's my G options. And then for A, I can do it the exact same with the bar. Still have that add 4 sound that I can use. So it can work exactly the same way as in double drop D tuning. The other option on A is just to leave the 2nd string open. Since it's just in unison there with the 3rd string. So if I play just the middle 4 strings, that would be an A5 chord, or that would be a sus4 chord there. A sus4. But mostly I'm using it just this way. Playing it like this and then adding in that open 1st string for a little extra flavor. But all the melody stuff on the 4th and 3rd strings is exactly the same as it was in the last tuning. Those strings are being held down by the capo, so they're exactly, they're unchanged from what I was doing before. So there's just a few subtle differences, but basically it works very similarly. But let me just play an instrumental verse for you so you can hear what I mean. 2, 3, and... So as you can hear, almost exactly the same as the last one. Which one's better? I don't know. Obviously, if you don't have a partial capo, the alternate tuning version of it works great. I like using the partial capo. I like staying in standard tuning, not retuning for it. But it really works either way. In any case, hope you have fun playing around with this song. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.